Come, let's release our joy and rage. Return to the Bazaar. Do not corrupt us.
Greetings, my name is Slight, and welcome to day 12 on a Dooley run. I've probably got one of the best Dooley builds I've ever had put together here. I'm going to walk you through it. It's nothing too crazy, but let's get into it. I've got a Robotics Factory, my first time using this item. Just turn that sound down just a little bit. Alright, and this is giving multicast to all of my friends. I have a 4-friend lineup here. I've got a Radiant Companion Core, Deadly Missiles, Shielded Bomb Squad, and a Fiery Armadillo. The essence of what is making this build so powerful is, for one, whenever you haste, your items gain 6% crit. The Deadly enchantment on missiles is super strong if you've never used it. And because every time I burn, I gain shield to double the amount of burn that I do, that shield then charges the Armadillo with its passive. When you shield, charge 2 seconds, as well as one of the best Dooley items or Dooley skills that you can get is Time to Tinker from the Boiler Room Brawler. When you haste, shield 10. That shield then triggers Armadillo, and I'm gaining shield from a double-casted Radiant Companion Core, as well as whenever you use an adjacent weapon, haste this 2 seconds. This is going off like crazy with 3 times multicast. This is going off like crazy. We are creating a huge amount of haste triggers, a huge amount of shield triggers, and it turns this multicast Armadillo into a literal machine gun. That is further enhanced by sharp corners. Letting off steam is something that whenever I burn, I start actually hasting the Radiant Companion Core. Electrified Hold gets me started really fast. Knife Tricks means that the longer that I fight, the better I'm going to be. So I have scaling and sharp corners and Knife Tricks, and that pretty much covers the build. One of the things I'd like to call out is that Radiant Companion Core here was a critical choice because especially as I was moving through this build, I was sort of using that Time to Tinker skill, and I wanted to make sure that I was getting all those haste triggers off. And when I went up against slow builds, the fact that I had this Radiant on my haste applicator made a huge difference. Let's see if we can beat this guy. Alright, he put up a pretty good fight, but our machine gun Fiery Armadillo was a little too strong. Let's see what he was doing. Shielded Ignition Core. 19 times 2, because this is 19. This doesn't count the multicast, so this went off 19 times. At least, I could be wrong about that. Maybe it does count multicast. Well, jury's out on that. Looks like he was doing power drill things. Looks like he probably got to 7 wins. Nothing too OP in his build. Alright, well that does it. That's 10 wins on Dooley. Hopefully you learned something. Robotics Factory definitely can still snag you those 10 wins. Armadillo has been one of the easier things to build around. And Deadly Missiles, if you didn't know, one of the best enchantments in the game. I'll see you in the next one.